They cannot.
It says that we're live, people. So if you're listening right now, we are backstage getting ready. These girls decided that they wanted to tinkle. They wanted to do all types of stuff. And they knew I'll start. No, we're here. Everybody's here ready. So you should already hit that
Where
like button.
I need,
You,
yeah,
you,
I need to unmute too.
okay, here we go. This is the Beef and Broccoli Show. Make sure you follow on all social medias, Facebook, Twitter, everything. Where the hell Coco go? Oh, Coco just left.
I'm here. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm here.
yeah.
Let me turn on my
Yeah,
camera.
what are we doing here? What are we
My
doing?
bad.
What's
My
up?
bad, y'all. Yeah, I'm here. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody out there
I'm Doggie Diamonds.
in the world? I'm Coco, aka Coco Puff.
I'm Davita Simone. Hey y'all.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I was in the middle. I was in the middle of a workout. So that's why I'm workoutly dressed. I'm going to go back and finish working out when we finish. The funny thing is that I've been taking this pre-workout, so that shit been having me up at 5 a.m. like this. So yeah, it's a good and a bad thing. So if you see me sweating, it's the pre-workout. So it's the
I had
beef.
some this morning, but it wore off.
You say what?
I had some pre-workout this morning, but it wore off.
Which one you use? We don't want to endorse anybody, but which one you use?
C4. That's the only one that works for me.
C4, that's quarter water. That's bullshit.
That's the one I have C4 as well.
What do
But it
you-
gets me wired. It's like drinking like
Four Loco or
10
something.
cups of coffee. Yeah, exactly. No, literally, no. That's
take
the
it.
best example for local. Yes, let's say that.
No.
Yeah, I only take it for energy because I really don't even be going to the gym. Let's be
Yo,
honest.
that's hilarious. Taking pre-workout and not going to the gym is crazy.
But like I had to clean my whole house, and I cleaned my whole house.
That ain't even half the battle. That's like a quarter of the
Clean
battle.
your whole house off of C4? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
But yeah, I ain't never heard anoting like that.
Going through boxes, throwing shit out.
well, you have to be careful with some pre-workout because it has something in it called nootropics. And nootropics is what gives you the focus. And you might end up calling your ex back and telling them you love them and shit like that. You got to be careful for some pre-workout. I'm dead ass serious. Like, some pre-workout has made me very sentimental at times. And I'm like, nigga, you're bugging. It is the nootropics. You don't feel like that.
I doubt that for me, but
Yeah, don't. But C4 is just, that's Kool-Aid. I can't even do that. That would do nothing to me. So, tonight's topic that we wanted to discuss. So much going on in the stratosphere, all this work, I'm about to say workout, relationship stuff. And now we're in the times where it's like everybody's dating but single, but involved but single.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out, should people just get married and have an open marriage? Y'all know what a hall pass is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, people usually reserve the hall pass for like a celebrity that their spouse may like.
For real?
But it's never like for like Judy down the street,
But where's the probability of you running into? It's like, well, if you see Tyrese, it's all right if you give him some. That's what we talking about?
Like, it's like, yeah, like if somebody's like if I see Laz Alonso, okay, like it might be, listen, guys, come on.
Me and Laz used to work out in the same gym.
oh look, you got an opportunity, Coco.
I actually know him too.
You know him. He about to
Yeah, I
look
actually
you
know
up.
him.
It's your husband.
Okay, so let's make sure that happens.
Why are you gonna just shoot your shot live on the air? Like, if I see, what are we doing here? So you saying hall pass is reserved for celebrity? It's not for like,
No, I just think people typically when they say it, it's that way.
Gotcha.
It's not like, like, yo, if your best friend and if she come through and if we have some Henny, it's not usually like that.
I'm not giving a
But it could be. I mean, of course it's different things for different people.
All right. So
No hall pass.
okay, so open marriage. We seen them. Monique has an open marriage, or she's now saying she's got over that stage. Will Smith, that's the most popular person that we know that has open marriage.
That we know.
Davita, what do you think about open marriage? Because Davita seemed a little possessive a little bit. So what do you think?
She did.
You seem possessive. Don't have the jack. You seem a little possessive. Like, what is it with you? Because I've known you. Yeah, because I've known you at different stages of your life. I've known you as the single Davita. I've known you as the dating Davita. Then I know you now as the involved Davita. Where are you at currently with your mind state of open marriage?
Possessive, I don't, that's a little strong word though, Doggy. I mean, I don't think I'm possessive, but I don't. I mean, okay, let's think. Open marriage? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm okay with the hall pass, I think, but like to actually be open, like, are we both doing it? Because that might be a difference. Because like I'm not gonna just have an open marriage and then you literally are doing it by yourself. But I honestly don't see myself being in an open marriage, no. But I would give hall passes, yes.
That's deep. So that's an open marriage. So you mean a whole pass is like, hey man, you got to Friday to fuck all you can, because when Monday hit, you're back to the pumpkin.
When I think of a hall pass, I think of Chance the Rapper, where he was outside.
This would spark that. This would spark this.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a hall pass. But like when you was talking about the best friend, sleeping with the best friend, absolutely not. That's not or if my man meets Kim K, he got a hall pass all day.
If he needs the what?
If he meets Kim Kardashian, he got a hall pass all day. Like, go ahead, boo.
I wasn't.
I wasn't ready for that right there. This is
Exactly.
like, what is happening? Like, where's my beverage at? Like, what are we doing here? All right, Coco, where you at with it?
So, I mean, I would likely not be the kind of person that would get married anyway, right? But hall passes, I just feel like people just have to be honest, you know? And if I'm being honest, like I would honor like I say I was in a relationship, I would know what I had with that individual. So I don't necessarily think that them sleeping with other people would necessarily be a deal breaker to me, because I know it doesn't take anything away from what we have. Because a lot of times people are just a fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's you who matters to the person. And I'm saying this as, you know, to sort of also just bring into the conversation that I feel like a lot of times, like, people are always talking about like so-and-so cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. Let me go through your phone. There's like a lot of trust issues, things like that. So it's like you're getting cheated on, right? And it's something that's, you know, not according to the contract of your relationship, but then you're going back to the person anyway. So my thing is just make things a little bit easier on yourself and allow for an environment where it's like there's, you know, you ain't got to talk about who you was dating and nothing like that, like over breakfast. Right. But it's like there's situations where maybe I think that there can be an agreeable solution where, you know, a man being a man is going to do what men do.
Right. I mean, you said a good point when you said contract. So like a marriage essentially is a contract. And like, if you and your partner have that agreement and you're being honest about it, I think that's a different situation. Yeah. But if you're like out here wilding out and you just think like, especially like someone said in the comments, like it's not supposed to be on camera. Hall pass don't belong on camera. So it's like, even if I gave you a hall pass, you on camera embarrassing me, not a whole world on saw the hall pass.
Right.
So
and I think that's really what it is too. Like a lot of people, nobody wants to be embarrassed. Yeah. Right.
Because social media is embarrassing. Like you see your significant other in Maldives with somebody. Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, when did this happen? I just called you. You was in the house, and I called you. You didn't pick up, and then now you're somewhere. So, all right, from a man's point of view, open marriage would be advantageous to me. It wouldn't be advantageous to a woman because I'm a hell of a nigga. So, you know, you don't get no higher than me. Like, how you gonna find another nigga to match me? So I'm good enough in all ways. But as I started thinking about it more and more, if I was able to have a polygamous relationship, I would do it. I would have 2 wives. I would.
I think since COVID, niggas want to have polygamy marriages. Like, what's going on? I feel like that's like a trend these days. Everybody want to be polygamous.
And they can't afford to take care of 2 women. I can. Okay, it's a difference.
That's the thing.
I could afford it, and I would do it to where it's not a sexual thing. It's a business. We would have to run it like a business. When she is doing this, you are doing that. This is a business. So at the end of it all, I would never have an open marriage because I'm never going to give the woman that I am with opportunity to fuck another dude, right? Or what happened?
How is that fair?
Well, life ain't fair, you know. Shit, if grandma had a dick, she'd be grandpa. So what are we talking about? Life ain't fair, you know. Like, we're not talking about fair here. We're talking about business. We're talking about business. We're talking about how can we find a way to get some motherfucking chippers and get out our feelings. And I think a lot of times in the modern day relationship, it's always about what I feel like, and your feelings don't match your pockets. Like we have to be in a situation to where the feelings have to match the pockets, because if we look at other cultures, they have multiple partners, they have things, but the two people will have a pact that we gonna get these motherfucking coins. We gonna build an empire. Us, we want to be monogamous and broke. And I ain't really with all that shit. So I'm not saying I gotta have a damn harem. I mean, of course, I would like to if I could, but I don't need that. But I need you to be able to do this, you to do this, and I could provide this. And that's really what it's all about. It has to be like a well-oiled machine. So as far as an open marriage, no, because the minute you start fucking with a poop butt, I'm gonna look at you as a poop butt too. The minute you start
Well,
fucking...
I mean, no, I was just gonna say, like, as far as me, like, I'm not the kind of person that's interested in dating a lot of people. So, like, I would just happen to be the monogamous side of it. I'm just, so I would just happen to, because I don't need to date many dudes. Like, it's just not something that I'm interested in. But like, I just can't pretend like I would care if he was seeing other people.
And
so for me, it's like, I'm sitting here saying that it's not fair across the board, but I'm also on the same page with Coco. Like, I'm not interested in dating other people. It's just like, how is that? But to know that you have that boundary, like, okay, I can do it, you can't do it, that bothers me.
But I see what you're saying. Yeah,
that's that modern day society, Western world shit.
I saw the tweet where Carisha says her next man she's not sharing. Like, it's fun I feel like if you have an open marriage or you have an open relationship or a polygamous relationship, it's fun for a moment, but like that shit don't last. Like, you get tired of that.
But nothing lasts though.
But I think what people also aren't taking into consideration is that, there's also drama in all dynamics of all kinds of relationships. Yeah. So like, if you take on those kinds of relationships, you have to really make sure that you're vetting out the prospects and they understand what's really going on, because you could really be opening yourself up to some drama, even though you are being ethically non-monogamous.
See, this is where I'm at with it, right?
Now they want to have a baby with your partner.
No, we're not talking about none of that stuff. See, that's all within the confines of the contract and the discussion, right? So let me tell you like this. I'm a hell of a nigga, right? So for real. So for one woman to have me, that is deep, because I feel like you might not have everything that you need for us to build this empire. I'm talking listen, what I want to build is unfathomable, okay?
Right.
So a lot of times the woman, where the mind state is at, it's so Western, it's so White House picket fence dog. That shit don't exist no more. Nobody has a White House and a picket fence no more. We have to have all the cogs on the engine. Without this don't work, that don't work. So when we think of what our feelings, we think about sex, we think about love, or you made her pussy squirt, you never made my shit squirt. That's when all that jealousy shit comes into play. But
that's how I'm gonna say, you can't be jealous, you can't be
insecure. But look, no. But now, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I said you were a possessive woman. So now look at it like
possessive, but I can be jealous, and I'm not possessive.
So now look at it like this. Now look at it like this. Your bank account has it looked like a damn telephone number. Your bank account looked like a social security number. This is what it's all about. So now we're saying, okay, if we don't work in a romantic way, we built something that we all could walk away with, and we all got what we needed from each other. We have, we built shit where we're all gainfully employed. We're able to employ other people. I ain't with this crackhead love. You know what crackhead love is? Crackhead love is, you ever seen two crackheads? There's nobody more in love than two crackheads.
No,
they smoke, they crack together, they get beat up together, they do all this shit, but they broke.
They get beat up together.
They get beat up together. They, you know what I'm saying? I ain't with that crackhead love shit. I'm with the type of love now where it's like, yo, let's do this. Because even, look, you can be in love with a woman and be with a woman, and she says, I don't want to have babies.
I mean, that's me. I don't want kids.
So now look, Coco and her big old African ass is going to waste.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
it's
want
a
kids.
waste.
Yep.
It's a damn waste.
Yep. I don't want kids, and I've said this before. I've never seen myself as somebody that would be married like a traditional marriage. I just never seen it. I can't.
You twerking online the other day.
I was twerking with little people.
I know.
There was actually 2 of them there.
We're not allowed to call them midgets anymore.
No, you can't use that. So that's why I had to, to make sure I was using the correct phrasing.
What?
But yes.
Since when? Like, since when?
You had that stuff in that pre-workout. That's the one you take.
Who, me? Oh, my pre-workout got me. I'm wired like a motherfucker. I'm literally legally drunk off this shit right now. Like, when I'm drinking, the pre-workout that I'm on right now is called Hulk juice. So you already know what type of time I'm on. I just did.
Please don't get up and go get it. We don't need that tonight.
Yeah, I just need mad dips. Like, I'm just on one. But I'm just saying, I think we have to take the open marriage, because to me, open marriage to me sounds like a sexual thing. It sounds like a creep thing. It sounds like, well, you have permission to fuck with somebody else. We're married. We live in a house together, but our time together is our time together. Right. That's whack. Hall pass.
For me, like, I don't even think my partner would want an open marriage.
Did you ask him?
We have conversations about like threesomes and stuff like that, and he wouldn't want me with another man, so I don't even think he would want me to be with another man. Like, no, even in the comment, they're saying like no man would want to see their woman with another man, and I respect that of him. I don't.
Not unless they a cuck. A cuck. That's what they call, right? A cuck.
Yeah. Some men do want to see their women with other men. Yeah.
Listen. Let me explain something to you, right? I gotta understand this. It's not. See, when you take the sex out of it.
Yeah.
When you take the sex out of it, that is sometimes the issue where we say, okay, we don't want to see you sleeping with somebody. We don't want to know that you're sleeping with somebody. Me, knowing how I think is, you weren't a virgin when you met me. You ain't going to be a virgin after me. I don't give a fuck. Seriously. But while we're together, how we going to get these motherfucking chips with dip? Because I ain't with no crackhead love. I'm telling you. We have to find a way that we can build an empire. Most of the time, people are not with empire building because they're sitting there and they want to be lovey-dovey and going on trips on Expedia, paying it for. I ain't with all that shit. You know what I'm not with that. I'm not with that. So if it takes us to add something to this equation to make it work, then fine. Even if you have was like a sister wife or something like that, I don't want y'all don't have to eat each other ass or none of that shit. Y'all ain't got to do none of that shit. I don't even have
I'm not doing all of that,
Yeah, I don't have to be with you one night and with her to another night. It ain't got to be none of that shit. But it's just like, yo, how can we make this shit work? Every now and again, I might suck a titty. That's it.
No. Well, I knew somebody who had a dynamic where he had let's basically just say it was a brownstone, right? And on every floor was each baby mama.
Ooh,
and they all lived in this is facts. They all lived in the same house, and it was like the women, they weren't all it was nothing like that. I mean, at least I don't know. I'm not under the impression that the women were doing anything together. It's just that this was his house and these were his wives, and he just, all of them were his kids, and whatever there was, that's just how his dynamic, that's how it worked for him. And they were with it.
Like, I mean, in the comments, some people are saying about like most women are jealous and possessive, to Doggie's point. And
I'm not jealous. I'm not a jealous person about anything, actually. To know me is to know that. And I'm certainly not possessive. Like I only deal with what's in front of me. Like I only deal with
I ain't gonna cap. I've been jealous and been possessive like within the last 5-6 years. No, but no, that was never my never me. See, you only do that when you say, okay, you're the one. I'm throwing in the towel. That's it. And you cut off all your little, your potentials. She just want to fucking teabag. She just wants you to teabag her every now and again. You say all that is gone, and you cut off all your prospects for one. And then the one acts dumb, and you like, hold on, no. You done fucked up. I done got rid of everything for you. You can't be done. And then you have to start all over again. You got to spin the block.
That would be frustrating.
Yeah, you got to spin the block. So you like, motherfucker, you ain't doing nothing. You start doing that, and then that's what can make you possessive and jealous because you like,
Yeah.
hold on. Because even in a relationship, when a relationship ends, right, you start wondering, when did you say fuck me? Like, I don't remember the day you said fuck me, but it became a time where you was like, fuck him. And I'm like, was it like the moon was full or something like that? Was it Easter? Like, what day did you say fuck me? Because you started acting on it. That's what we're all afraid of. So I think if you have a polygamous thing, we might not always be getting along. We might not get along for 2 years, 6 months, whatever the case may be. But for the business, for the brand, for making this shit work, for the generations to come, we gonna do what
Why
we
you just
gotta
can't
do.
work together? Why does it have to be make it work with a third person? What do you need a third person for?
Listen,
Supposed to be making it work with one
listen.
other person.
Listen.
We should open that though tonight. I'm curious.
Man, the men gonna be with me. All right, let's just keep it tall.
I don't think all of them agree. Let's see.
If they not, they wrist is broke. The men gonna be with me.
goodness.
They better be with me. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
I'm not. I'm just saying the monogamy is something that listen. The monogamy is something that I tried and I failed miserably in. It just ain't gonna work.
Somebody said people can build greatly in monogamous relationships, and I agree.
Is
Yeah,
that
I agree with that.
Is
I
that a
agree with that.
man? Is that a man saying that? Their name is Trey Baby. So I would think that's a woman.
Trey baby.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? Like, so again, it's all about what we're gonna make work. Okay. Because all right, look. When we come into a relationship, we always say, this is our goal, right? We sitting on the cover in the middle of the night or in the morning, both of our breaths stink like a motherfucker, and we saying what it is that we want from one another. Somehow that deviates, or that can deviate sometime, right? So at one point, that is subject to change. Everything is subject to change. So now we're in a situation that, okay, we're both sitting here. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to meet a woman that has my income.
Right.
I'm just not, unless she's in the business or somebody super duper successful. But if I meet somebody who is a regular person that has a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, I'm going to oh shit, that's how you doing, Trey? Oh yeah, I know Trey Baby, that's the homegirl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still gonna be like I'm pulling more of the weight, right? So to alleviate some of the weight off me, you might want another chick to come in that got an income. You might not have to do shit. You might be sitting around getting your Birkins, your Gucci's, living a certain way because myself and your sister wife is kicking in and we got some shit. All you might have to do is mind and run the business, the books and all that. That's some real shit to me.
Why do you really want polygamy? Why?
I'm explaining it.
I think that was a pretty strong explanation.
It's not sex.
The point is, yeah, exactly. Like he's coming from a business perspective, and it's just like, just pooling together just resources and just being smarter. And when we say resources, it's not even necessarily even money. It's just, just literally just being smart about how you approach a relationship and just be better together, So I can understand. Like, I think you're selling it well. Like I think that's strong. Yeah.
I'm a salesman. I'm the polygamous expert.
Like Kelly said, both do require work.
Yeah.
So like either way, you're either gonna have to please and deal with one woman, or you're going to please and deal with 2 women. And we a lot sometimes. So like if you can deal with one personality and 2 personalities, hats off to you. Because
I could deal with 4 of them. I could deal with a lot.
But no, Davita's right though, because if you're talking about a situation where like you're all in the same house, those women might have situations where it, like we were talking about the jealousy could factor in. Maybe somebody is getting a little bit more time. There's emotional needs that could be. So we're not just talking at that point now we're talking about that 20% love.
That's some little
side,
girl shit.
Not the business side.
That's some little girl shit now. That's some little. If we're at this point, if you at the point where you're like, I just want to hold you, like, get the fuck out of here. We gonna do what the fuck we do. We gonna do what we gotta do. But at the end of the day, how can we be happy? Because most relationships break up over finance.
Yeah.
And people are capping. People are acting like, oh, no. It's about this finance shit. And again, so, all right, now let me give it historically. You think them slave masters wasn't in the quarters fucking? You didn't think their wife knew that?
Oh, their wife knew.
So what was that then?
enough either. You have to keep that in mind.
But I'm just saying, he was out there making babies. He was out
Yeah.
there literally having babies.
There was evidence of the fact.
And even when the wife had a baby, she didn't have to nurse it or take care of it. It benefited her.
Yeah.
So this is not new. In other countries and other cultures, this is not new. See, we look at shit from a sexual point. Oh, nah, he ain't sucking her titties the way he suck. You know, we start thinking about little kid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, damn, you bought her roses, you didn't buy me none. No. I'm talking about, listen, when everybody is straight.
Maybe you're right. I can't do it. I'm not sure.
It's a mental thing. It's really a mental thing.
Not full time.
Yeah,
but my thing is, and I think that it's often said, but it's really, really true. People really, I think, by and large, people really are only as faithful as their options, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a man, if you have a man of a particular of note or a particular reach or things like that, like we're not just necessarily talking. Listen, if it is what it is. That man does not have to be not faithful, but he does not have to be limited to one woman. And I can't make the argument that he should be.
And I'm gonna be real with you. I am 1,000% faithful. I'm a faithful fool. I've been so faithful.
You're faithful, but you're over here trying to have 2 and 3 women.
This is my ideology now. I didn't always have this ideology, but I've been so loyal that I've been disloyal to myself. That's how loyal I've been. So when you put somebody on the pedestal and they at the pedestal like, this dumbass nigga just don't know. And then when you find these things out, you start saying to yourself, yo, hold on. I got motherfucking options. I'm the fucking prize around here. Like, I got options if I want. And I know I can find women that are with it. So what do I need to do to make my shit work? So y'all could have that crackhead love. That's fine. Y'all could go on trips on Expedia or Klarna and all that shit is cool. Y'all can do all that. But I know I could pay to go to Europe for a month flat out. So y'all can't even compete with me in no way because it becomes a competition thing. It become a thing of who's doing better. So let's show and prove, but doing better is where everybody is straight. We don't want for nothing. And it's not a sexual thing because sex to me is very, very important. But it's also can be a juvenile thing when you just like, yo, I want to sleep with her. 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 Yeah. That shit is corny now. That shit is corny.
I think what you're talking about is far different than we talking about like just a straight up dirty dick nigga. You know what I'm saying? There's some dudes that
nigga that got on, he got on basketball shorts for drawers. You know them niggas and shit.
No
sweatpants under his jeans and shit.
Exactly. No discernment. Don't wipe his fucking ass.
Yeah. Nails is fucking filthy. Black white shit in the corner of his mouth.
Not like that. You should not even be trying to have no 2 women.
But it's a lot of dudes out here like that. It's a lot of dirty motherfuckers.
But it's a lot of dudes out here like that, and those dudes like that, it be girls fighting over them. So listen, there's somebody for everybody.
So open marriage, we have to reverse that to where it becomes where we are running a business. Because think about it, right? You have people who have work wives and work husbands.
Right. I know I've had like a work husband.
At the job, these motherfuckers is going to lunch together. What time you leaving, they dropping each other up. They're doing everything but fucking and kissing.
They actually calling each other that, or are they just friends?
No, they don't fuck. They don't fuck, but they are together at the job. They are like a couple.
When I have had a work husbands, it's like these are people that again, like yes, that's my lunch date. We might go to happy hour after work.
Protect her, everything.
Exactly. Like nothing sexual, like you said, but it's like this is like literally functioning in a husband-wife capacity, looking out for each other, spending time together, like at work, and just I've definitely had that dynamic.
Big friends.
Listen, can't no woman friend zone me if I don't want to be friend zone. That shit too, because I'm not your gay friend.
That sounds so weird.
No, I'm not your gay friend. Like if you, I gotta show the discipline. Cause if you walk around me ass naked, I ain't gonna be looking in the sky like, do. It's a beautiful day. That's wild. But see, you might do that around your gay friend because he don't want nothing from you. My gay friends, they don't. I'm not Twan. You know what I'm saying? You walk around me a little nakedy. I'm like, yo, see what that be like. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we have situations where with the work husband and all that, it becomes so cool that it's not sexual, but y'all have a bond, but then when you leave work, the bond is gone. You know, so
Exactly.
it's
Then
like
you go home to like your real,
you
like
go home to your real husband.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But the only thing is your work husband
Platonic.
know everything about your real husband too. That's the shit that's fucked up.
That's the issue, I think, too. Yeah, you're right.
That's kind
Like
So making note and like, I'm waiting on my opportunity. I'm waiting on my opportunity.
See,
Well,
go ahead, Coco.
I was just gonna say that, and just to add, this is kind of like a little bit random, but in that sense, I have learned not to, because I think we have a bad habit of dumping like the bad things about that's going on, like things that are bothering us to people. Yeah. So then that makes the person that you're telling think that that's the sum of the experiences, when it's really like we're more built to complain than to talk about the good. We're gonna talk about the bad. So I just tend not to go there. So it's like, so the work husband is not going to be me, like, you know, just data and like trauma dumping.
Yeah,
because it's more so like,
yeah, because what you're saying, Coco, I think people do that a lot of times, and then they forget that they're really doing that to justify some of their behaviors. So when you see them and you out with them and they might be talking to a chick, you be like, yo, don't you got a girl? And it's like, yeah, remember I told you, me and her ain't talked for 3 days. So now you're in the bathroom getting your fucking sloppy top because you ain't talked for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? And again, via social media, via what's going on now, and I have a whole theory of why cheating and everything is so prevalent. And I want to know what y'all think about it. I think I shared it last night with the audience. I think the pandemic changed how we view people, right? It was a particular time that you was around a motherfucker and you had, if you lived with them, you had to be in the house with them for a few months. It wasn't, no, I'm gonna get up and go to work. We're spending hours apart. Now we're spending 24 hours together. And then you realize, I don't like you like that. I've been here with you for days. You're driving me crazy. I really can't do this. And then a motherfucker go, and you like, did that nigga just cough? No, you got the COVID. And remember, when we first heard of that, it was an automatic death sentence to us. And then you started saying, I ain't willing to die for this motherfucker. You're going to have to go in that room. You're going to have to go in that room. So you go in the room, a little COVID-y. Now, but now you develop a loneliness thing, and you think your significant other is going to check on you and all that, and all they doing is handing you water through the door and telling you to take your temperature, and you like, this motherfucker don't give a fuck about me. And that right there started making the YOLO, yo, you only live once, like it scared us. So when we finally got a chance to get back out in the world, we was like, yo, nah, I was cooped up with that motherfucker for 2 months. I can't. You know, it's like you ever grab the dog leash and the dog run all around the house and shit. Like, you sit your ass down so I could walk you. That's what it was. And then now, when that happened, everybody was in the house. Everybody's in each other DM. Everybody is suffering together. Everybody's losing work. Everybody's trying to take their payments and defer them to the next month. Like, put my car payment on the back end. All these things was happening. And people were getting poor insurance, so motherfuckers was thinking they was cool. They was getting money that they never got. They found a way to get PPP loans. Motherfuckers getting 50,000, never had shit. So I think that fucked us up. That fucked us up, and we started thinking that we had options, we had people, not realizing that the person that you was with, cooped up in the house with for 2-3 months, is the person that was willing to die with you. Die with you.
I think Coco made a good point when, she was talking about like sharing and oversharing at work. But in general, when you keep people out your relationship, out your business, it makes your relationship so much better. I learned, like, the older I got and the more I stopped sharing about like what me and my man was going through, the closer we were, and like it just gets better and better when you keep more and more people out your relationship.
Everybody.
So I agree with that.
And I believe you got to keep everybody out. Don't tell a cousin.
Like
don't tell
parents,
a friend. Yeah, because I find that people overshare, and then you almost have to apologize for reconciling. You have to you be like, yo, I can't stand. Because I could be like, yo, I can't stand this bitch. She did this. She did that. And then when
over it.
So when you see us together, you like, nigga. You
like
fuck with her?
Like,
didn't you say you found a condom in her ass last night? Like, you fuck with her again after that? You know what I'm saying? Because you told too much. There's some shit you gotta go to your grave with. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
work it out. But you're like, my nigga, I found a condom in her ass last night. And the nigga be
Speaking
like,
of ass,
word,
Doggie,
yo.
polygamy, you had to beat your
This is what I'm
ass.
saying. So then when you fucking with her again, nigga
You
nigga looking
gotta,
at you like, after
He
you
trying to
found a
ignore me.
condom in her ass, my nigga, y'all back together? And you like, nah, but it was a little condom though. So I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? You start having to justify. It wasn't no Magnum, my nigga. It was a little one. You know what I'm saying? It was, homie must have had a ding-a-ling, you know? So you have to justify why you still fuck with her. This is what I'm saying. This is what happens. You have to justify why you fuck with her because you shared shit that you shouldn't have shared. You should have kept it to yourself and build it. And I'm going to let y'all go, but we have to realize that a listening ear turned into a running mouth.
exactly. So that's my philosophy as well. So I understand that. So I'm very, very low information as far as like what exactly is going on in my life. There's just no, I'm a vault. Like it's just nobody's business.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say too though is like for those people that do get into the overshare, one thing about me is that I'm not going to give anybody advice because really what you're doing right now is you are just kind of just blurting out whatever's going on in your life. You're ranting, whatever. I'm just here to support you.
Yeah.
I am not here to tell you how to move, what to do, because I don't want you to have your head held down when you see me seeing you with that person that just had, you know, the condom in their ass. You know, so it's like
I tell my friends all the time the same thing. I'm like, if you're asking me, if you're sharing just to share, because I'm not gonna tell you what to do because I might not leave for that issue. I might stay for that same reason. So it's like you got to make your decision because when you go back to him, I don't want you to think I'm judging you, and I just feel like
when it comes to matters of the heart, I tend to leave. That's where I go. And then I've been fucking with y'all so long. Y'all seen me in a few relationships. Y'all seen me in some breakups too. And one thing y'all never did, y'all never trashed the woman that I dealt with or used to deal with. Y'all also never told me what I should do in retaliation or if I was you, you know what I'm saying? Or you want me to fuck that bitch up? Because some dudes be like, some women be like, I'll fuck her up for you. You know, now if I knew a dude hit one of y'all, he getting fucked up. Like, y'all can't tell me no dude hit you. You can't. Coco can't say to me, violence, "Yo, listen, safety. He smacked me." Davida can't say, "Yo, I was with my man. He choked me last night." Because now it's out of your hands. Now it's in mine because it's my job to protect you. Listen, because it's my job to protect you over him now. You understand what I'm saying? Because what's your protection from him?
Yeah.
So I have to just grab him up, put this motherfucking nine to his throat, and let him know. Listen, homie, she's staying with you. But if you do that shit again, you see all of this shit right here, I will blow your shit off like Daffy Duck got his beak blew off, okay? Calm the fuck down. Yeah. Keep your hands to yourself, because if you hit her, I hit you. Okay? So it's a fair trade. Just
the wild thing about that, and you know, I've not been hit. That's not a situation that I've ever been in. But I think what people don't understand too, when you have that kind of loyalty in terms of the men in your life, that the strong men in your life that actually care about you as a woman, sometimes what we do is, you know, there might be some violations that we won't even report because we know how our friends give it up. We know how our brothers give it up. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna have to just let this one go because this could go so
Coco,
different.
You have seen us in action. This is very different.
Friends off.
Coco has seen the crew in action. It is very different when it's up. It is. Oh, who? Yes. What? Oh.
But to Coco's point, like you literally like you telling your friends and they ready to fight for you, and then you like, yo, relax.
Yeah, you swing on your friend like you hit my man, like you know. So it's
you losing a friend over something that because you share. So I just
And you know it's funny being a man. My family is predominantly men. I can count the women that were older than me or in my age range probably on one hand. The new crop of women came in younger. They were so protected that they used to start shit. And I used to be like, yo, you can't do that. You can't just dump and punch him in his... I've had my sister jump up and knock a dude's teeth out. I'm like, yo, you knocked his tooth out? I mean, he probably has some weak-ass jibs as it is, but I'm just saying, what did you expect him to do? Like, if he chokes you, I got to let him get his choke off. Like, he got to get his back. Then we going to kick his ass. But I'm just saying, you got to get choked. So it's a lot, and I think sometimes people do overshare, and it's natural that if you, Davida, tell me something about your man, and it's something that I know is detrimental to your mental health, your physical health, I'm gonna judge him.
Right.
So that's why you know you got to give bits and pieces, and no matter who it is, because and it's still my job, whether I'm in a relationship with somebody or not, to protect that person that I once loved, still love, or no longer in love with. But I shouldn't have it to where now she's in the street and somebody want to peel a fucking cap behind some shit she did to me. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem. Let me handle my problem how I handle my problem. And I think sometimes we overshare and motherfuckers be like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in a
They don't like them no more, and you over it, and they still not liking them.
Look, I remember I've seen homies cry. Strong, brute, murderous, killer niggas cry. And I was like, this bitch got the homie distilling right now. And I remember when they reconciled, I seen this particular girl. She was like, hey. And I was like, fuck out of here, because you made the homie cry. You know what I'm saying? And even though he forgave you, I didn't, because that nigga can't cry on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? He can just let it out, but I ain't hugging that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but I remember the mind state. And sometimes in relationships, we don't realize what we're doing to the other person, and then what the other people have to deal with. The other people have to deal with a motherfucker that's distraught, a person that's fucked up, and you don't know that you did that. And the other person want to tell you sometimes, like, look, now you fucked my homegirl up, man. You really did some shit to my homegirl that fucked her head up, and you kind of need your ass whipped, but I'm gonna stay out of it. And then he probably
your partner too, like,
and then he probably wants to know. And then he probably wants to know, why you telling people my business? Because everybody got their business to them. Right. My business, my business. Listen, nobody.
But if you think about the light that you paint people in too, it's like people probably judging you now because they're like, why are you even with that person if you see them this way?
Facts.
Right.
So what you do now, you start doing a lot of unscrupulous shit, and that's the justification of your behaviors, because you put the light on this person that they're a clown, or that they this, that, and the third. So now what you do is like, well, she fucked with a clown. And it might not even be true. It might not even necessarily be true, because because again, the depiction of an individual that you're in a relationship with comes from you. So I've always asked before, yo, why your moms act like that with me? Like, what your mother know about me that I don't know? Because I know the person that I present to her is a respectful guy. Now, your mother don't know that I'll stab somebody till I get tired and lick the knife after I'm finished lick the blood off. She doesn't know that. So you must have told your mother that I am a fucking maniac. Why would you tell your mama that? You know what I'm saying? So it's things that it's things that we shouldn't share. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like saying, you know, and I always tell a lot of brothers this too. When you meet a woman, don't tell your homie about your sex life. You like, yo, she gave it up crazy. You think a nigga gonna be like, word, I got this poop butt bitch at home who won't let me do nothing. She only want to do missionary. She did what? Nigga gonna be looking at your girl ass, because when you first met her, you didn't know that y'all was going to evolve into this. So you might have told him some shit. Then you told now this is now your girl. And you just told all the homies how your girl give it up. One nigga gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna see what that's like one day. Watch. So you can't.
I actually used to know somebody like that, where his brother, every time he would bring a girl around, like his brother would smash, like because of that same type of situation. And what his brother would do is tell him, yo, so I told you that girl you brought around, all these girls.
She ain't shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, can really 7 or 8 chicks really not be shit? Like, who's
that's
not
fucked
shit
up.
around here? The common denominator here is your brother.
Yeah, that's fucked up. So open marriage is a nay from y'all too.
I mean, I'm not saying. I mean,
you ain't getting married.
Like, I don't even want to get married. So that's one thing. But I can say that I am open to the idea of a man dating more than just me. That does not leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Go Coco. It's your birthday. Now that's it. Davita, we already know Davita's answer. She's like,
absolutely.
Hall pass. Okay, hall pass.
First, I'll give a hall pass.
So hall pass if you are 8 months pregnant and you cannot physically have any type of sexual contact.
That's hilarious.
Would you give a hall pass?
I feel like you're bringing it to the bed. No, not when I'm pregnant. That's a bit much.
I can't get no action because you can't give me no action. That's when the most hall passes are given, though. You know that, right?
No, but that sounds wildfowl. Like in a house pregnant.
Other women while I'm over here carrying your child.
You still
like okay, that's just like drawing the line. Like, no.
I must say that sounds foul to me.
So you'll give a whole pass if your man see Kim Kardashian, he could beat, right? But he
Why
could
you
just beat,
pregnant?
but no, but he could just beat you. But you're saying you could go beat Kim K, but you could be beating me, but you could beat Kim K. It's okay. But when you can't get beat because you physically can't get beat, he can't beat none. What are we doing here? That's some selfish shit.
You're not putting that on my. I hope that never is my issue. We're gonna have sex every time.
Listen, when you're walking around with
crazy, that sounds so.
What's the difference though? You walking around with a keg in you. Like, what are we doing here? You got a keg of Budweiser in you, and you can't do it.
A keg of Budweiser. What is going on here?
You can't do it. That's when you should be giving him the hall pass.
No.
You could give it to him, or he could take it.
Oh.
For me.
Things got a little quiet.
Yeah,
there,
it got a little chivalrous around here. You can give it to him, or he can take it. So what do you want?
That sounds so foul. Why would you even be thinking about someone else while your wife is over there?
Not thinking about somebody else, but again, when that
you're thinking about smashing somebody else.
Listen, let me tell you something. When that cat get the itch in DeVita, you want it scratched.
You know, if you don't have no self-control for 9 months, then that's why I don't even want to be married.
But okay, let me break it down for you in slow motion.
You're giving him a hall pass, right? When there's nothing wrong with you. It's something wrong with you that stops you from being able to be active. Mm-hmm. That's the time you should give the pass.
I can't get that. To me, that's the logic. I think that's logical.
Yeah, like you can't physically do it. So you should say, okay, I'm going to give you a opportunity to fulfill your little desires, because once this baby drop, it's back on and popping. Once the motherfucking C-section scar go away. You know what I'm saying? Once my cootie get back together, we good. So it doesn't make any sense.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
I don't foresee that. Like I'm very open, but me having a child and carrying a child and just imagine.
See, that's that emotional shit. And that ain't no Pisces shit. That's that March Pisces shit. That ain't no February. That's that March. I can't side with you, fam. We ain't doing that. Okay, so for me, open marriage, no. I would like a hall pass. I would like a situation where if I'm in a monogamous relationship, I would like the opportunity that the woman that I say that I'm in a relationship with say, yo, I don't really give a fuck what you do. Just don't bring that shit home. Don't bring me no diseases. Don't bring me no babies, and don't embarrass me.
That's what I'm
I would want.
I'm on. That's fine with me. Like, I'm not even concerned about all that. Like, if I am your woman, then that's what we established, and that's fine. I'm not concerned about these other chicks that's just like one off. Like, I don't care about that necessarily. But like you said, don't bring that shit home and don't embarrass me. Be safe, But like, don't.
Because for all intents and purposes, I'm a hell of a nigga. You can't just have all this hell of a nigga for you. What are you providing me? You should want to listen. You should want to do something for the community and humanity, and let this hell of a nigga hell of a everywhere, because you know what I can provide for humanity. So you should
still take the eggplant during pregnancy. So what I'm giving you a hall pass for?
No comprende. What? I didn't get that.
Yeah, that point was just made.
What'd she say?
That's what that
pregnancy. So what I'm giving you a hall pass for?
It's not even. But see, again, I think we putting too much emphasis on sexual. Sometimes just hanging out, or me and her going to the movies.
That's true too. No, you're right, because people do think of cheating as an emotional thing. In fact, people tend to be more affected by what they consider emotional cheating than actual just sexual, activity.
Listen,
someone made that point earlier when they said about the work husbands and wives. Like, that's
yes, exactly.
That's emotional cheating to me too. I don't call nobody. No.
Listen, DeVita, you and my homegirl, we've known each other for over 10 years, right? We have been on dates before. You have stayed at my house before. We have never hugged, kissed, or looked in each other's eyes. But somebody would probably say, I know they fucked, or I would fuck it, you know, but they don't understand that it is a way for us to be together, but we're not together. Like, we're not together. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I got a homegirl where we going to hang. It's not sexual. You know what I'm saying? Me and you have been to the movies before. You know what I'm saying? Movies is nothing more. Listen, it's nothing more intimate than the damn movies. Y'all in the dark. You know, it ain't nothing for me to just, you know, get a little finger bang on in the movie theater. Like, it just is what it is. Like, I could do, but we're in the movies watching the goddamn movie. What you laughing at, Coco?
All I heard was finger banging.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much you can do in the movie theater. We're in the dark.
That's my point too. That's why I'm not giving no hall pass of pregnancy. You mix it on bodily fluids. Excuse me, absolutely not.
No, so you know they closed the movies on Court Street, right?
Why? Somebody's getting finger banged and they got caught?
No. They just that shit is shut down, permanently closed. They closed down the movie theater on Court Street, downtown Brooklyn. But I'm thinking, but that same theater, yo, it'd be like rats in that bitch. So I'm just thinking, like, you getting finger banged and it's like a rat.
Yo, I'm off that pre-workout. I gotta go live like this every night. Woo! Hit him with the Ric Flair. All right, so
I agree with you, Mr. Sharp. A man should guide a relationship. A man should be the leader, and you should respect your man as a leader.
Yeah, and not let no other poop butt ass, sap sucking ass, dirty macking motherfucker infiltrate neither.
There should be respect, and y'all should all both have agreement and understand what the relationship is about.
See, because and then I want to say this. I got to make this point. It's very valid, right? What a woman doesn't know, you can have a homeboy, you can have a male friend, right? I'm not one of the motherfuckers who feel insecure, right?
Right.
But just know, I will fuck that nigga up. Just know that. I think you know, knowing some real shit. I think you need to know that, because playing with me, when I get mad, I turn green, and I don't know how to turn that shit off. You know, only maybe soothing music or a little baby or something could, you know, get me back down to, you know, my regular me. Don't play. Because I think a lot of times there's not enough transparency and not enough honesty, because if y'all come from friends because y'all had sexual chemistry before, or he's friend zone, but he really want to pipe. Right. Oh, nah, I can't, that shit is whack to me, because I know a lot of dudes that's still going to throw their darts, still going to, oh yeah, you with your boyfriend and all that shit. That's not your fucking friend. That's somebody who would smash if they can. Yeah. You know, and it's a lot of that shit. Yeah, it's a lot of that shit. So get the fuck out of it. I've been in a situation where the girl that I was talking to at the time, so-called friend, came to me, and I don't know what he think. He was coming to me like a man or whatever. And he was like, yo, take care of her and all that shit. I'm like, what? Do I look like a nigga you walk up to and tell me what to do or suggest anything?
Yeah, exactly. That's
what about me? What about me read that? Let me go have a heart to heart.
What about me made you think you could come?
No, what about me read that go have a heart to heart with this nigga? Was it my tie-dye shirt? What was it about me that I didn't have my shades on? What about me made you think that you're going to go have a heart to heart with me? Don't you know I will fuck you up all around this house? Don't you know that? Because I be like, listen, it's something they ain't telling you about me. It's something they didn't tell you. I'm not the heart to heart to do. You know what I'm saying? You say that shit to you, because at the end of the day, when it's up, nigga, she not gonna call you. She gonna call me. So what the fuck are you coming to me telling me, yo, don't hurt her? And if I do, what the fuck you gonna do? So don't do that shit to me, bro. Don't do that shit to me. So okay, open marriage. Y'all are like, no, I'm not with an open marriage. I'm with honesty. I'm with integrity. I'm with it. But if you tell me I could go out there, you know, and dance sometimes, I'm gonna go out there, motherfucker, hit niggas with the John Travolta every chance I get. You know what I'm saying? Hit these bitches with. It's just the realest shit. So if you let me know, you know, I'm gonna give it with it. And I ain't have on no tie dye. It wasn't no rainbow tie dye. It was just, you know, one of them shit that be black. So let's just justify that. Okay. Before we go, we want to talk about what's up with your man Designer, Davita. What's going on?
Apparently he got caught exposing himself on a plane today when they're saying that it's mental health issues.
What?
Yeah.
So
I don't know, but
what does your mental health have to do with
your Bozak out, right? Like, what are we doing? I'm crazy. Yo, I'm gonna pull out my Bozak. Like, what are we doing? Let me
tell you something. These PR reps and managers these days, yo, they are down bad.
Yeah.
Song where she said he need to go back to special ed, or something like that.
Okay.
Who's that?
Nikki, she said something about designer was in special ed.
Oh wow.
But look, but
Did you say that in the song? Was it designer? Somebody correct me in the
okay.
comments. I don't know.
So Davida,
yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah,
Davida.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think one has to do with the other though.
Davida, can I ask you,
Mm-hmm.
when didn't designer have mental health issues? When didn't he though? Because
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like Nikki's been saying that she said in the song, so I'm saying that it must be like a known fact that he had mental issues. So why? How?
I am in no
but we
way
saw
qualified.
it though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I am in no way qualified to make an assessment.
No,
or
there's no such thing. You don't have to make an assessment. I mean, if it smells like doo-doo around here, somebody shit it. That's just what it is.
Just by way of an opinion, in terms of how designer acts, the way he conducts himself in interviews, it does seem like something with that dude is just not exactly 100%.
His elevator's definitely in the lobby. He
Yeah.
does not have 52 cards in his deck. And he has a few crayons missing from the Crayola box because when PNB Rock passed away, was assassinated, rest in peace to him, designer's reaction let me know that something wasn't right. Because anytime a nigga is crying and you see the snot drip from his nose, that's a serious cry first and foremost, because snot just don't come out your nose. And when your hair is like some different color and you decide to set the camera up and go action and you like, and your nose is leaking, my nigga, you off. So I didn't intervene then.
That performative stuff on social media, I can completely understand, because I've been there too, where it's like, yo, I miss my dog. You know what I'm saying?
But
where
you set up the camera to cry though?
You going through, but to set up the camera and be out here on some,
and I'm talking about the nose. Not only the tears falling, the nose is running. That's running.
That Viola Davis cry.
No, that's that crack baby cry. When you remember little crack babies, they nose used to run just for nothing. Like, why you can't? Oh nah, they got allergies. No, they got crack. There's a difference between allergies and that crack baby cry. You know, that crack baby nose always run. They got all types of shit. So when
they also said that he was admitted to a hospital and everything, so it must have been really bad.
Ryan James said, "Cry, Reese."
Well, what do you want from me?
Yeah. Be on live crying. He blows mine. I'm like, wow.
Y'all ain't no good.
There's no way on this green earth that I would ever set up a camera and cry. Now, if I happen to be on camera and something emotional we're talking about, or I think about something, I might shed a tear. I have before on my live before thinking about a young dude that I encountered that told me he wanted to commit suicide before. And I talked to him. I was in the gym and he talked to me and I talked to him, and I just always wondered what happened to him. That made me a little emotional, but I ain't gonna sit here and be like, hold on. And just force the cry, like, nah, I'm not one of them people, you know.
And the Academy Award goes to
her, Cry Reese. So he was admitted to a hospital. Obviously they're going to medicate him, and on some real shit, to not be humorous about it. Mental health is real. A lot of people have undiagnosed mental health issues, and sometimes we have to differentiate between anxiety, depression, and just having a bad fucking day. Sometimes you're having a bad week. Sometimes shit is fucked up. And I think sometimes you're like, I'm depressed. For what? Winter depression? I'm like, no, I never heard of that before. Like, when the seasons change, you get depressed. So that's what they told you, or this is what. So I go off of how I'm feeling in situations. What I talk to the audience about is that self-sabotage. If you know certain things are going to trigger these responses from you, don't go looking for what is going to trigger you.
Right.
I
If
think it was a medication
because a lot of times we're a glutton for our own punishment. You have people, like sometimes I have people who make YouTube videos talking shit about me, and people send it to me, and I'm like, I'm not watching that because I'm gonna fucking go off the deep end. I know I'm going to go off the deep end. And if you wasn't in the comments telling them how much fucking wee-wees they could suck on my behalf, representing me, what do you want me to do?
What are you telling me for?
Yeah, what do you want me to go kill him?
though. Like,
Yeah, because people be like, "Oh, stop and look at 17.2. They said your name right there," and I'm like, "So you had time to analyze, give me timestamps of the disrespect, but you didn't defend me now."
Timestamps of the
Yeah, this
disrespect.
is what I'm saying.
They're well-being your mind because they're not even, if they want to even bring it to you, it's like, why are you even bringing? They should know you
Yeah.
were well enough to know.
Yeah, that
That
Yeah,
shit is
so
corny.
a lot.
I know when somebody's trying to get you riled up, and it's not, and that's never in good spirit, like in a spirit of anything good. So I already know what that is.
Yeah, because I've learned through therapy and through a lot of prayer and a lot of talking to myself and talking myself through things, that my reaction is my responsibility.
Exactly.
I'm not responsible for your actions,
Yes.
but I'm responsible for my reaction.
Yes.
And
I'm learning that every day too.
yeah, because again, coming where we come from, somebody getting punched in they nose. That's just always been the answer. Because I was talking to Wack earlier, and I was telling him about New York, and I said, "Listen, bro, we just naturally heartless. Like, a motherfucker could be like, 'Hey, good morning,' and we'd be like, 'Yo, where I know you from?'
Right. Yeah.
Yo, where I know you from?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. So fuck you telling me good morning for? We're just like that. That is just New York. Like, we naturally not holding the door open for nobody. We're skipping people on the line. We're just doing everything fuck shit possible to make this process faster. Whether we're going somewhere, a motherfucker. Listen, audience. This is the Beef and Broccoli Show because this is an ode to our town, New York City, right?
Mm-hmm.
A motherfucker could be on the train in the morning and pass out and die. And we'll be like, "Come on, man. Nobody got no time for this dying shit. I got to go home." This is how we are. It's that fucked up. Right or wrong, right? Right or wrong. We'll be like, "Come on, man."
I've seen shit like that, or like motherfuckers trying to fight, or niggas be suicidal, things like that. Like I feel you. I have empathy for that.
We have
but
no
not
feeling.
now.
Yeah.
Not now.
We have no feeling. Like, "Yo, come on, man. Take that dying shit home, nigga. You could have had a heart attack in the crib. Fuck you get on the train and have a heart attack. I'm trying to get where I got to get to." That's just New York. That's just how we are. It's fucked up as it is. So don't mind us with our crazy shit. So hopefully Designer finds the help that he needs, gets the help that he needs. I think he should, I think he actually made good music, believe it or not. I actually liked.
I even like that Timmy Turner.
Yeah, I like the acapella more than I like the damn song. But sonically, he did. He even got some new shit where he's not making no fucking sense, and the shit sound dope. Did you hear the new shit he got?
I didn't hear the new stuff, but I actually thought he was talented.
He ain't saying shit. So that's really it.
I just wish he could help. Like, I think we had this conversation like either last week or 2 weeks ago, but we were talking about mental health, and I think people don't take it serious enough. People rather just laugh at him and what he's going through. To your point, especially in New York.
No, we gonna laugh first.
And it's like,
well, no, I'm gonna say
we gotta laugh first, though.
But no, if you pull your dick out on a fucking plane, right? I'm thinking that your go-to should be mental health, like straight up, because nobody wants to catch a Fed charge in the sky. Yeah. So that they did the right thing saying that. If whatever's true, do that.
And he's lucky that he wasn't on a plane with certain types of individuals, because it's certain shit we don't play. Like, yo, my nigga, hold on, fuck is you doing? My niece is on this plane. Right. And you hear Designer got his ass kicked to and fro for pulling his chicken meat out on the plane. You know what I'm saying? That's just it just happens. Like, this is the fucked up thing about New Yorkers too. We take matters into our own hands. We do not believe in we do not believe in the system. Street justice is everything. Like, yo, my nigga.
Street is a very big deal.
Listen, I've been in situations where it's like, yo, homie, if you yell at your son again, I'm gonna get active. Don't be yelling at the kids like that.
I've done that.
Yeah, because and people don't know that we intervene. We just don't mind our business. You know what I'm saying? We just don't. Like, yo, homie, come on. What are you doing? Like, you wild.
Well, if it anything to do with a kid, older lady, anything like that,
yeah, your ass is grass. You might be able to coof your girl every now and again, because you're gonna go home and put steak on her eye later on, and y'all gonna be back together. That's that crackhead love too. But if you fuck with the kids or you fuck with the elderly, I'm gonna have to kick you. I was on the train one time, and the A train has the blue seats, right? The straight blue seats. This motherfucker was laying on the train across the seats, his head on a skateboard, and the pregnant woman was standing up.
Oh, that's
as
crazy,
soon as
yeah.
I got on the fucking train, I'm like, yo, my man, yo. I was like, yo, man, get the fuck up. Now you stand up.
Not you mad at him not getting up for the pregnant woman, but you talk about getting hall passed by the pregnant woman.
Fucking ain't got nothing to do with violence. We talking. She shouldn't have been on her feet. You know, I was, you know.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been on her feet, but you know, should be able to go out and, you know, sling some, you know, when I want to. So, all right, this is what we need the audience to do. We have multiple platforms concerning the Beef and Broccoli show. On the front of my page of this YouTube right now, you can go subscribe to the Beef and Broccoli show. This is our 5th show here. We're going to move to that channel. So we need y'all to follow us to that channel. We need that channel monetized. We have a Twitter as well as an Instagram and a Facebook. We need you to follow all of those. Also, follow me if you're not following me. You can follow Davita Simone on Instagram, and Cocoa Puff on Instagram. And if you don't know how to get to these platforms, you could go to their platform as well as mine, and you're going to see different things, clips from there. And we need you to share this because, again, what I want y'all to know about this show, this is not my show. We are all equal partners in this show. Nobody can kick nobody off. Nobody can leave. And once somebody leaves, show is over. There is no replacement, any of us. So this is a way to give them ownership in something. And as this grows, as this gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, me, instead of me dealing with a bitch ass nigga or bitch ass niggas, I'd rather just deal with females. At least I can understand their emotions because, you know, they got estrogen and shit. You know, every now and again they bleed and shit, the moon and sun, stars, Aquarius, all that. But I don't understand these temperamental, emotional niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just deal with the females. And plus, it's my original crew. So what I did was just bring them back to the platform. You know what? Guru birthday was recently. And Davita, you in the Guru video I did, remember?
Mm-hmm.
You remember? Yeah. So
I think so.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I think that was shit like 2016 or something like that. I did that. So no, I'm never gonna let people call in. And let me tell you why I don't take callers, right? And I asked somebody earlier. First of all, other people do it. I think that we're articulate enough to handle it. When you let people call in, if you can't screen the callers, people will say some wild shit.
Yeah.
That will get your channel taken down. And that happened to me before when I used to take callers. Somebody called in and say something and YouTube picked it up and gave me a strike. And I was like, I didn't say it. They was like, no, you gave medical information that wasn't true. And I still have the strike on my channel. It doesn't affect my channel no way, but it never leaves. So I can't, motherfuckers will try to take your shit out. So
plus you just can't, like you said, you can't really vet what the person's gonna say. They control you and just and it's like I don't want to spend the podcast arguing with people. Like I just don't want to do that. It's like somebody I deleted the comment and blocked the person. I was looking, but somebody made a comment about me and Davita. The problem that I have with some of you motherfuckers on this channel when you come on here, first of all, I got fucking time. Okay, I have time in the fucking streets. I got time in the internets. Okay. I have the motherfucking time. So do not play with me because I do not play with you. So don't come on here talking about that. One thing I'm not going to take is talking shit about women.
Yeah,
because that makes no fucking sense. Yeah. You have 2 women on this platform here. As he said, equal billing. We are not saying anything crazy. And if we're saying something that you just don't agree with, at least we are articulating our points in the way that we just feel are right and exact. For whatever reason, if you don't agree with us, you just don't agree with us. But to disrespect us, like we come on this platform acting a fucking fool, and you want to come here acting a fool, don't fucking do that. Because I don't play that. I don't play like that.
And not to mention, Coco is like 6 feet,
all day, but
190 pounds, and she'll fuck you up. And I'll watch. And when you hit the ground,
I will fuck you the
and when you hit the ground, I'm going to kick the fuck out of you. I'm just going to kick you. I ain't even going to punch you. I'm going to punch you. I'm going to.
I'm a Draymond your chest.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck just happened?
I've been seeing like because the next day I go look at the comments you guys make on like the video after the fact, not the live chat.
Yeah. And
sometimes y'all be really wilding with these comments. Yeah. Just be like, what? You're men.
Like, what are you looking for?
Yeah, sometimes they have you know, unfortunately, and we could talk about this too. I think this should be next week's topic. Because we're on every Thursday at 9 p.m. I think this should be next week topic. How we just live in a what's it called? What is it called? Patriarchal. Yeah, because that. Whoo! I was gonna fuck that all the way up. No fat Joe. But I just think we live in a society where the women voice just has to be smothered. You know, and
Yep.
some women are dumb as fuck. But those are the ones they let speak. If that makes any sense, when you're an intelligent woman, respectful, they don't want to hear from you because you might actually talk some sense. But when you are, like you know, when somebody asks you how old was you and you said red when you was little and shit, they want them people to talk. You know, like respect to Cardi B, but if they had Cardi B speaking to the fucking presidential candidate, like what are we doing here? Like, what is going on? But Davida, you now have a wrench by your name too.
Oh.
Yeah, you're a moderator. I'm about to make some new moderators too, so that's what I'm doing right now, making moderators. So yeah, I guess
shout out to the moderators too. They always show love and they always definitely keep the channel going. Yeah.
Yo, most of my moderators are women too.
That show love. Aruba always here showing love.
Yes, that's my childhood.
What's up,
friend.
Aruba?
It's my child. That's what you see. Her name is Aruba. You see her name is Aruba 927, right? You see that, right? Y'all didn't notice that?
927. Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Pay attention. Most of my moderators are women too. I didn't even notice that. But I just have a thing for intelligent. I have a thing for intelligent black women. Intelligent black women really does a lot for me because, you know, again, I feel that intelligent black women is very, very essential and very, very important. That's going to lead us. And we only going to go as men as far as our women go. So when a woman has intelligence, we in good hands. You know, if they a fucking social media thought, or we in trouble. So it is what it is. Until next time, I guess we can say we're leaving.
Until next time, America. And friends.
America.
I'm sorry, we brought up Maldives. Look, we brought up Maldives earlier. That's what I'm trying to be.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going somewhere soon. You know, me and somebody.
That's a dream trip.
Yeah, me and somebody's daughter. Yo, why don't we should just throw like a beef and broccoli trip or some shit like that where we all just go. No.
That'd be fun. Yeah, shenanigans and we all go and document the trip. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be funny as fuck.
That would be so funny. Yeah.
You know I got a drone too, right? I bought a drone in 2000. I'm such a loser. I bought a drone in 2019 and never took it out. It's just still, you know, but y'all know how much I be doing. I still got.
And go live.
Yeah, that'll be. I mean, but to your
point, I don't want them. I don't want them shooting my shit out the sky. That's the thing.
Yeah, but you don't have to go too high with it. You know. Yeah, I want to go to Brazil though. I got to see if it is what it is in person.
Yeah, no, I've heard very good things about Brazil and Colombia.
I don't think you heard what I heard. If you heard what I heard, you're on a different type of time.
I don't know what you heard.
Blame porn.
Wait, did you post this? I said, what is going on? Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, she got you. Oh, you promoted her, Aruba.
Oh, that's dope. Is it over?
1 second. As soon as I stop here, it